Howdy friends and neighbors, it's Terry talking to you again. You have to forgive me, I'm pretty deep into low-grade insomnia right now. Usually what I like to do is within the first 25 seconds of a video state what it's going to be about. That way you can either, it'd be a great idea to have a link to kittens playing, and if you didn't want to watch the video, you could go watch something cute or entertaining. Oh man, I gotta figure out how to do annotations like that. Fuck me, yeah. Sorry. Or if you do want to watch it, it's something like if you're interested in a drug, a topic, a symptom, or whatever, you can watch the whole thing, and maybe if it speaks to you, you can get something out of it. Well, today I'd really like something. I'd like your permission just to ramble, because I'm pretty much a hot mess right now. For the most part, my mixed episode and bipolar anxiety is under control. Thank you, expensive medicines I cannot afford. But I don't know. I'm so fucking isolated. I don't think there's a pill in the world that's going to help with that sense of removal you have from everybody else. Even if you have friends, even if you socialize, you can still feel, what's that saying? Feel alone in a room full of people. Because, God, I hate to use the S word, but it's not so much stigma as in, but there's just some things people can't understand. The nuances of being mentally ill, the problems you face, the difficulties. I think every human being is probably guilty of that on some level, of not understanding somebody else's struggles. And, after a while you get really frustrated and just give up on talking about them. And so here I am, it's 3:20 in the morning, and I'm making this video so I won't be sitting in front of my computer buying shit on Amazon. Fuck you, Amazon. You know this is happening, but you do it anyway. I've really got to learn to edit these things, but I hate jump cuts. And I'm not 20 years old anymore. I don't want to be all fuck being trendy or hip or good looking or young or appealing in any way. Get the fuck off my lawn. So what would you do? I don't. If you're just stuck and mired in, it's not like I'm going around the house getting ready to hurt myself or, truthfully even, having ideation about hurting myself. I'm pretty far from that. It's just, I'm worn down, I'm tired, I don't want to deal with it anymore, and I'm certainly tired of dealing with it alone. Alone, by myself, in another 12 hours, I'll go see my psychologist, my therapist, and she is aces in my book. But even then, I won't drag in dressed like this with my hair like this or whatever. Hell, I may even cut this beard off. Because the last person you want to think is crazy is your doctor. And so, is that hiding? See, there's your isolation. You're isolating. You're isolated from everybody else. You want to be involved, but at the same time you're hiding. How can you engage? How can you become less isolated when you're hiding more? Excuse me. Or don't. Fuck me, right? So, especially if you have insomnia and you're up in the morning and there's nobody here, to talk to, nobody to call up, nobody to... Because I've worked pretty hard over the last year and a half to develop relationships and contacts, even though they still feel sort of empty. But, that may be me. That may be no reflection upon the actual let me ask a question. So far, what do you think this video is about? I think it's about isolation and loneliness is what I've been babbling about the most. I've been talking about symptoms here and there, but... Oh, by the way, I've got this camera doohickey. Let's see how good the autofocus is. Ready? I'm going to go back and come forward. I wonder if that stayed even remotely in focus. If it did, I'm going to click my heels. Like I said, yeah, there's a little mixed episode going on. But, look, I'm not going to pander. I'm not going to ask you to click like buttons. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. But if you know anything about isolation, loneliness, and how to break the cycle, or if you just want to commiserate with how deep you're in it, leave something in the comments down below. And remember, you're a good person. You're worth taking care of. And other people are worth taking care of too. So take care of them also. So, I'll see you next time. Bye.